Okay.
Kelly answers, so
We're good?
we're good.
All right. Call the meeting to order. First, let's say the Pledge of Allegiance. Ron, can you lead us in that?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. All right. Can we do roll call,
Yes.
please?
Commissioner Bueller,
I am here.
Commissioner Day, Commissioner Hewitt.
Here.
Commissioner Rubes,
Here.
Commissioner Robertson, Commissioner Speaka,
Here.
Commissioner Terry.
Here.
Got it.
Thank you. And now we'll move on to the approval of the minutes. I had a few edits that I'll give you at the end of the meeting.
Perfect.
I had a comment on the minutes, on the T-bid for TIF for mob, the amount wasn't put in there. It just said there was an application. It didn't say the 20,000.
Yes, it probably wasn't said, so yeah, okay. I
So-
can make, let's see. Okay,
The resolution and stuff, everything's in there. It's just the amount's not in there.
amount up to or anything. Okay.
Oh. Do we need a vote on that, or is that minutes will be approved
They're
as
just
edited?
approved as edited.
Thank you. Are we good? Okay, the minutes will be approved as edited. Thank you. Moving on to courtesies, we have none here. Just checking with the public, is there any with you? Okay. No proclamations that we have. Okay. Board and commission reports. Commissioner Hewitt, you get to start us off tonight.
Okay, start with the airport board. And we are going to probably move the automatic gate a few feet, because of the construction equipment that will be coming through. We do not want them to use it, so we will be putting a gate, a manual gate, adjacent to the Diatremont ball field. So the equipment can go in that way instead of using the automatic gate. We have a motion to execute the grant application, and it was passed. And a motion for Pesha to submit to the Montana Aeronautics Development Grant and represent Lewistown at the Aeronautics Board meeting in January. We talked about the grass strip landing, and it has been tilled, and we have a rock picker, and that's going to be utilized, and then it will be retilled and seeded, and the grass that will be used is the tall red fescue and Kentucky bluegrass. And the fescue does not clump, so it'll make for a good landing area. And I'm going to be quite honest here. The sheriff's office requested to use the DNRC building at the shooting range. They also requested to put a trailer out by the gravel pit and the shooting range. That would be the police, shooting range. We are looking at a Ford Explorer for use by hunters and overnight stay people. We're going to see if we can't get it donated or get a grant for it. And we had a request from RC Construction to lease and build on a lot for their construction equipment. The building would be large enough to house their equipment because the lot that they would like to lease is, as you come into the airport, it is very prominent. He said that it would be kept up, and their office would also be in that building. There are hangars that are going to be built, a couple of them. Like missing one meeting at the airport is really messed me up because the guys just talk about what they have done and it just goes on and I'm basically at a loss because I have no minutes. That are real, what's the word I want? Anyway, I apologize, like I say, I'm not going to miss another meeting. This is, like I say, I'm at a loss as to what is going on for sure.
Well, thank you for sharing what you did, and I know you'll catch up.
Yeah, I will.
So there's, at the gravel pit up at the airport, there's a shooting range?
In that area, there is a police shooting range.
Okay.
Thank you. Commissioner Roops, do you have anything to report?
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report. Commissioner Speak Up.
Nothing to report.
I will get to attend the library meeting this Wednesday, November 19th at 1 p.m. in the upstairs meeting room. And Commissioner Terry.
We have a Central Montana Foundation meeting on November 25th, Tuesday, November 25th at 2 p.m.
Thank you for sharing. I'm sorry I skipped over you. You look very owly right now.
I know I can see you in your pink sweater though, so.
I wearing high vis for the meeting. All right, on to the city manager's report.
Yes, just a reminder, we will be closed for Thanksgiving, which is the 27th. That weekend is a busy weekend in the downtown. The Christmas stroll is the 28th. The parade will be led by the Chamber of Commerce, and the Lewistown Downtown Association has also partnered with them to make a weekend full of events. I did do the full schedule is on the next page if you want to look at that. But great activities in the downtown. So thanks to those folks. The Ice Skating Association will soon be doing ice and getting the rink ready to go. With the unseasonably warm weather, it might be a little bit before they're ready for ice, but they have been busy working on the multi-purpose facility. And they do plan on having the locker rooms ready to go for this hockey season. The bathrooms and concessions and stuff will still be under construction this winter, but at least they'll start utilizing the building. The Civic Center gets extremely busy during the winters. They have a large amount of rental options. Snowshoes, cross-country skis, ice skates. They have done some moving of stuff over there, and so they are better equipped for renting out that equipment this year. It'll actually go to the old roller skating room, so they can see the front desk and see people as they come and go in as they're renting equipment. And so that'll be a big help, I think, on the weekends especially. They also are working on their winter programs. The volleyball programs continue to grow and grow. It's always a very well utilized program. Rifle, archery, and 4-on-4 basketball will kind of round out those activities that happen over the winter. The Park and Recs has a great Facebook page with a up-to-date calendar and stuff for more information. We encourage people to check that out. The city manager review will be at 3 p.m. in this space. Half of the space will be utilized. That will occur on December 1st. I do want some feedback on the open house. I think it would be nice to have a plan and move forward with that. And then we have a couple of the folks that were recently elected in attendance, but they have canvassed the election, and so we know it is Travis Warren at large. Jeff Bowser was elected as Ward 1 Commissioner. Ken Shaver is Ward 2, and Tim was reelected for Ward 3. So congratulations to them and welcome. And then last but certainly not least, the internet outage that happened disrupted, I think, the entire community. There were some people that still had internet. If you had a satellite provider, you still had internet and phones, if there are IP phones. So the school has satellite internet. The library was fortunate enough to have internet. So I know the newspaper was able to get their articles out and stuff online. We quickly had communication and could get 911 calls. The biggest issue for people was actually placing those calls. And so we worked with the radio because even during internet outages, the radio still works. And so thanks to KXLO for relaying that information. DES was down here, and Steve worked hard to kind of communicating the message. So all in all, I think we'll probably come out with some suggestions and work on some redundancy in that system for the next time. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're gonna move on to, nope, we're not gonna move on.
When do you want to finalize the plan for open house?
We can do it now, or we can talk about it at the end of the meeting, whichever is your pleasure.
What would you like to do, Commissioner Roops?
Let's get it done.
Let's get it done. Okay. We have chosen the day. We have not chosen the day.
My recommendation that we would do it the second meeting in December.
During the committee of the whole. And do welcoming of new commissioners, so make sure they're invited, as well as thanking of our commissioners that are going to be leaving us. Telling them they still have to go to commission meetings.
Would you like to do it here or a different location?
I think here.
Yeah, I think this will work just fine. Could we have access to this kitchen, maybe, the sinks or something? Do we need anything? Are we just gonna have pizza brought in?
We can figure out some, I'll figure something out.
Ron's got his eye on the food mostly.
Well, it's an open house.
Right. It's an open house.
We're gonna have more than Kool-Aid, right?
Right.
We'll surprise you.
All right.
What does Ron like? Doesn't he always talk about cake?
And pizza.
And cake and pizza.
He brings up the pizza a lot.
And
It's
it's
good
coffee.
Coffee.
6 o'clock, second meeting of December.
Okay. Thank you guys for your input.
Thanks for making us make that decision.
Got her done.
Ruth.
Okay.
Appreciate that. All right, now we will move on to the public comment. Now this is the time for any who have attended to speak
On non-agenda.
on non-agenda items. Thank you.
I'm Mona Harrell, and I'd like to know, are we zoned in yet? No,
Are we what?
zoned in. We were placed inside the city limits back in like 15,
Okay.
and we're still not zoned in.
So our city planner is not here tonight, but he is working on zoning for that area. We're actually gonna do a full zoning update that will be included as part of that. But making sure that it's compliant with our land use plan that we just passed last year.
We have nothing, we have been given nothing by the city. We have to plow our own road into Southland.
Mona, can you very quickly tell us what your address is so we know where
Yeah.
you are at?
That's 134 Southland Road.
Okay, thank you.
And we have no gravel. If we want gravel, we have to do that ourselves. My husband ended up in the hospital a year ago. All of the neighbors got together, and because someone's daughter needed to get out onto the road. And so all of us were out there pushing and shoveling and trying to get the car out because we never have our road plowed at all. If we do, we have to pay for it. It's been almost a year since I called and said that we no longer had our sign up. And there's a big shed there, and it's a quick turn, and it's a dead end. My niece couldn't even find where we lived. The sign was laying on the ground, and I called and asked if that could possibly be fixed. Nothing was ever done. Our stop sign that is there is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and will probably be on the ground soon. And I mean, we're paying taxes to the city, but that we're doing everything ourselves.
Thank you for that. I think our city manager noted that our city planner isn't here and he knows where the process is with zoning. So in this instance, would you be comfortable possibly giving the city manager a phone number or a great way to contact you?
Yeah.
So that Doug Osterman, our city planner, can contact you about the process and where he is in that?
Yeah,
That would be great.
that's fine. We also have right next to our property, and we work hard to keep our neighborhood clean and looking neat. We take care of our own weeds, but the property that is right next to our house is this high.
Mhm.
There are weeds. What is it, Louis?
There,
This is
White-
my husband,
white
Louis.
top, and it's been, I've mentioned it before, but nobody's done nothing about it, and it was a small patch of white top. And now it's getting about 3 times as big since we've been there, going on 4 years, and nobody seems to know who owns that piece of property. But it needs to be taken care of. I mean, them weeds, they're supposed to be taken care of, whether it's the county or the city or what it is, or the landowner. And I'm damn sure that I spray all my weeds and stuff on my boundaries to make sure of it. I don't know whether it's the city's responsibility or what, but that weeds are still there, and they're across from the other neighbor's property.
I know there's a county weed district. Does the city have a weed district as
We're
well?
included in that, and so complaints like that are typically routed through code enforcement, and they make contact with the owner and give them the opportunity before they turn it over.
We have tried very, very hard to find out who the property even belongs to, and all we get is, no, it belongs to those people, no, you need to go to the courthouse, no, you need to go here. One of the neighbors was going to buy the property.
I would then talk to the city code enforcement, call the city office and have a call directed to code enforcement, because they can start to do some of that investigative work for you.
How are they gonna find out who owns it if nobody, even the courthouse and nobody else seems to know whose property it is?
I know they have good records, so they'll just keep digging until they find somebody.
Okay, I'd be more than glad to put my horse there that we were not allowed to have, and have him eat all of that. He's in his thirties now.
Thank you.
Our
Still
other
alive,
horse
huh?
has passed away.
Yeah.
So I think we've got some good steps from this. If you could leave your phone number, we can start to do some of that reaching out for you.
Okay.
Thank you.
But I do think that the zoning needs to be done.
Yep.
I mean, my goodness sakes, we're in 25 going into 26,
Yeah.
and we're paying the city more taxes, and we're getting nothing.
Thank you for sharing that tonight.
What, your address is 134 South, what?
Land.
Southland
South
Road.
South Road.
It's right off, the Roundhouse Road.
Yeah, my grandson's got an app on his phone, he knows who owns everything.
Yeah.
It works really good when you go hunting. And that same app would tell who your neighbor, who owns that land next to your neighbor too.
Well, that's what we've tried, and Caceres have tried, and nobody seems to wanna deal with any of it.
They told us the last that it was Marshall's out of Great Falls.
It's a foreclosure company?
Mhm.
I don't
Vengeance
know what,
foreclosure.
nobody has done nothing about it, and like I said, that white top is just spreading all over there. And there's even some, another one that's got the purple flower.
And this is that one that was for sale, like, along
Right,
Southland there.
And people have offered to buy it.
yeah, and there's nobody, they just keep telling them that they can't. They made a mistake and they can't get it figured out who's got it, somebody should be able to take care of it.
We'll do some checking and see.
Yep, thanks for leaving us your contact information.
And what is your phone number, please?
I will give it.
She can give it, she may not want it on the record.
Doesn't want to.
Out loud. We got paper galore. Perfect, thank you guys. Are there any other,
Yes, my name is Louis Harrell,
hello, Louis.
and, when we bought the property, they told us, the realtor, and the guy that had it, we had supposed to have 2.5 acres. I have measured it, and there's not 2.5 acres in there. But we are being charged taxes for 2.5 acres. And then the guy that had the property, he told me that our property line goes 3/4 of the way across supposedly county road, see, from the road that goes down to the tracks down there. Our road comes off of there, it goes down about a block. Well, right there, yes, it's what the city limits stops. Well, then the rest of that road that comes around is supposed to be county. Well, our property line, the way I get it, and I've seen some stakes, there's stakes out there, it's supposed to be 2.5 acres. Well, I've measured it this spring, it's only 1.89 acres is all I came up with. Now, I don't think we should be charged taxes on something we don't own, especially when the county and stuff is using that road, and there's people that live on the other side of that road, I mean, there ain't much room, because it's just like that off of it.
Who does surveying and?
So there's one local survey company that could help, if that's something you're interested in, they would do a retracement and could verify those boundaries. There is a difference between city streets and county road easements. And so typically, city streets are dedicated to the public, so you don't pay taxes on your roads. County roads often, two owners butt up in the middle of the road, and you do pay taxes on easements. And so you have to review that to find out those specifics, but.
With who? With who?
The clerk and recorder is the, official record holder for surveys in Fergus County. So in the courthouse.
Second floor.
And they're the one that's charging us for.
No,
minor.
that's the assessor's office.
Yep.
That's the Department of Revenue through the state of Montana.
Yeah, but why should we be paying for a road that we're supposed to own the property? Why should we be charged taxes on it?
Well, sir, what a few people are trying to say here is what you need to do as the property owner, if you have an issue with this, step one would be hiring a land surveyor.
Well, I survey,
The thing is, you need to have have those ducks in a row. You need to have, your first step is to go get an opinion from somebody. Reach out to a property attorney, reach out to a surveyor, and they can answer those questions. We can't answer questions like that you're asking, but it's okay for us to guide you and say, if you have questions, there's resources out there that you need to go hire.
but then I gotta pay for a surveyor.
Right.
Who in the first place said that we had 2.5 acres?
I can't answer that, so that's a question for your property attorney and the surveyor. So.
And you can always dispute property, stuff like that, through the assessor's office, which is the Department of Revenue. Second floor as well, the courthouse.
And
And actually 203.
I got a couple other, how come there's so many potholes in the city that's not been taken care of? Here we're going into winter, especially up around the hospital and out on Joyland Road and back in there on the north side of that road there. There's roads out in there that are gravel, but there is so many potholes. Our daughter lives out there, so we're out there quite often. And she's lived out there for I don't know how long, and there's potholes out there that you can't even get around there. There's so many potholes. How come the city don't take care of them?
So our crews have been out there doing pothole patching, even up until last week. So they did have to purchase more material, but if there are specific streets, we encourage you to get a hold of Public Works.
So Public Works,
And if there's specifics, you can definitely loop me in there as well, but Public Works will put it on the list and schedule crews to get out there and address.
and one other thing, the renter got it today. We hardly see any police officers. I don't know where they're at. Very seldom do we see them. 2 days ago, we was downtown. People don't pay any attention to your stop signs. I don't even know why you got them there. They just come and just flying down through there, and they won't even stop them. Some of them will slow down. I'll bet 99% of the people don't even stop at the downside. They might stop, slow down, and crawl through, but that's not stopping. You're supposed to come to a dead stop. And both of them, 2 days ago, got a fourth of the way out in front of us, not close enough for me to hit the brakes, but they seen us and backed onto the road. But they just come down there by the hospital was one of them, where the old hospital was. They come down through there, right by the old, mercantile there was right there. And I imagine he just come flying down there and sipped the air and slid right out quarter of the way into the road. I mean, I'd like to see, I think if the police officers
Let her answer.
would stop some of these guys and give them a ticket or something, they would make people maybe start paying attention. Same way with speed zones out there, coming off of Castle View Road, coming down the road there that comes down by, in front of our place. Them people just, I mean, supposed to be 25-mile-an-hour zone there, and they just fly down through there. But there's nobody to stop them.
If there's specifics, they will go and monitor those areas, so, you said a few things, we can definitely share that with the police department. I know that, the police department and Public Works was working on some improved signage, for that Castle View Hill, so that they're working on addressing that as well.
I'm sure you heard that too. Listen, my father-in-law lived over there for 100, well, he was 100 plus 7 months. Lived over there, and he was always calling the highways, the police department. They came off of that hill and come down through there, but they don't stop.
Yeah.
And today, over here by the courthouse, there comes a car in from the west. Here we are coming, and I had to hit the brakes because he just went right out in front of me and over across the road.
Yeah, we'll, relay the message to the police department.
If we got their license number, would they do something about it?
If you make a complaint, they will make
But we
contact.
have to make the complaint.
Yeah.
I've done that several times, and then nothing has ever come, I'll tell you that. I mean, so I worked for the state for 32 some years, and 12 plus of it was surveying. So I know, you know, a thing or two about this stuff, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, thank you for sharing tonight, and hopefully we've given you some resources that you can take. And always know that you can call or stop by with all of your questions.
Just get our sign up, please.
We'll work on that.
Well,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Doesn't take long.
I don't know. It's, I don't know where to put it. There's a big tree right there, and right now, if you stand the sign up, well, you can now, because the leaves are all gone. When it gets over, that tree gets overgrown, you can't even see the stop sign, because it's right in that tree.
Yeah, we have some codes that allow us to do that, so.
Some tree trimming.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments? Thank you. All right, we'll move on to the consent agenda. Are there any questions?
I have one. It's on the first page and it's 58,032, and it would be 3 and 9 and 10. And I guess my question is, they evidently ordered the wrong radiator? Is that why we have a
That's
return?
credit, yeah.
Okay. And then they bought the right one?
I don't know if maybe it wasn't the full radiator that was wrong. The first one is probably just some parts to it.
Okay. All right.
I would entertain a motion on the consent agenda.
I move we approve the consent agenda.
Thank you.
Second.
Second. Commissioner Speaka moved, and Commissioner Rubes seconded our motion. Hope I'm saying all the words correctly.
You're doing a great job.
Well, for this one, can we? It's just what's in my head. Okay, if this is the one I get stuck on.
You can say everybody, all those in favor can raise their right hand.
All those in favor,
Or
please
aye.
raise your right hand.
I'll say aye. Aye. I'm raising my hand.
You were the one that was sticking in my head. Thanks, the motion passed. All right, moving on to the regular agenda. Number 1, discussion and action on approving resolution number 4213, a resolution.
4113.
42.
Oh, man.
I have 42,
It is 4213. The number on the resolution is incorrect. It's 4213.
Perfect. I was gonna say, here I am
Check
looking.
this, but not this.
We forgot to check the actual resolution. So we will make those
Resolution.
changes.
4213. A resolution designating the Lewistown Tax Increment Financing Board as the advisory committee pursuant to SB 3. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yes, so if you've read this draft resolution, you can see that the 2025 right here. 2025 legislation made changes to the TIF rules, surrounding the TIF board. The changes included, allowing a representative from all the schools within the district and, the county that the district is located in. And so in working with our TIF district, you can see the resolution, they did approve it at their level. And you'll hear more about those individuals that, they would like to approve next.
Move we approve resolution 4213.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Speaka, seconded by Commissioner Rubes. So heard first.
Okay.
All right. Questions from our commission? Yes.
Did anybody ever, what's the purpose of having school district, board members on TIF boards?
So there, basically that increment includes school tax dollars and county tax dollars as well as city tax dollars.
Okay.
So that all of those taxing agencies that are not, that are foregoing the tax revenue for the period of the life of the district, have a say on what is being expended.
Schools pay taxes?
So we pay taxes to the schools, they receive the tax revenue.
Okay, so the store owner who pays the taxes is on the board, and the school,
They could be on the board, I mean, if they wanted to. So the makeup of the board would be one from the county, one from the, school district, and then 3 of whoever wants to apply. And so for ours, we do have, commercial people within the district. Not necessarily do they, have to be though. The other guys are just people that live within the community or Lewistown. I mean, we
so
really-
has there been an issue of this, or being underrepresented or anything with the TIF board?
I think it varies, drastically from other communities.
So this is also updating our board to match the state law.
Senate Bill 3?
Yep, so Senate Bill 3, the legislature decided it's important to specifically designate that you get a county position, you get a school board position. Because again, the districts, the land is within the county, so the county has an interest.
Sure.
And then, this new amended bill says any school district that's within the district also gets a member. So here we have Lewistown School District, they're within there, and so they get a voting right, because again, they have an interest, as Holly's talking about, where, we're dealing with tax money, and so they get a say in what's going on here.
Okay.
Can you define the TIF district again, the boundaries?
So it goes from basically the junior high, down to High Street, so just past the mill ditch on Main Street. And then goes up First Avenue south, to about, 4th Avenue where it ties into the truck bypass, and down to about the grain elevators on south.
Does it go First Avenue North?
Yeah, to kind of the tie-in to 4th Avenue.
It's kind of.
So it makes an airplane look.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool looking.
It's an airplane.
And one of the first recipients of TIF funding was Lincoln School, I think.
We've done a couple grants for, the school, yeah.
And this is not, there was at one point discussion about redefining some of those boundaries. This is just the redesignation of board members.
Correct.
So thank you.
And renaming it too. Because we have to,
Renaming it.
yeah, because we have to
Yeah, it's
rename
gonna get a
it
new
also.
name.
Yep.
I like
To align with
I
the
like
law.
the new name. The advisory committee, yeah.
Okay.
So,
And then just as a reminder, this serves for both the TIF and the TED.
Are there any questions from the public?
And SB, Senate Bill 3, or SB, Senator SB was,
Senate Bill 3, you are correct.
okay.
Coming back to the commission again, just to follow up.
I'm good.
Okay, we do have a motion on the table. Could you please read that back and call for a roll call vote?
Okay, we are approving resolution number 4213, a resolution redesignating the Lewistown Tax Increment Financing Board as the advisory committee pursuant to SB 3 2025. So basically, down, if you read through the resolution, it'll be resolved, the city commission of the city of Lewistown, the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee is being created with this resolution. So it won't be the advisory committee, it's going to be Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee. Because if you say advisory committee, I'm gonna get a little confused on who it's for.
Right.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Thank you.
Motion passes. All right. Item number 2, discussion and action on approving Megan Bartel as the Fergus County representative on the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yeah, so Megan has been a very valuable TIF board member in the past. Again, she just recently moved outside of the city limits, and the county, so she applied to the Fergus County to serve as their representative on the board. And, they did approve her as their applicant, and the TIF board also approved her as a board member, so this would be you guys affirming that. Again, she has been on there for several years and has been a great addition.
I move the Lewistown City Commission appoint Megan Bartle as the Fergus County representative on the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee.
I second.
Moved by Commissioner Rubes, seconded by Commissioner Hewitt. Sorry, Commissioner Terry. All right, any questions from the commission? Obviously, the TIF board has reviewed her packet.
Looks
Okay.
good. Yeah. Experience.
Any questions from the public?
Let's see. Also, this Megan Bartel, in relation to Kathy Bartel?
No.
Okay.
Right. We do have a motion on the table. Can you please reread the motion for us?
Reread it?
Yes. I'd like to reread it.
Appointing Megan Bartel as the Fergus County representative on the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee. Ready?
Ready for a roll call?
Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Right. Motion passes. Let's move on to item number 3, discussion and action on appointing Carson Sweeney as the school district number 1 representative on the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee. City Manager Holly Phelps.
So this would be a new position. We do not anticipate, having to change anything. Scott Solberg has told us he's, been trying to get off the board for some time. So Carson has been actively coming and attending the board, the TIF board meetings, since the law was passed. And he is on school district board. while they don't have to be actual board members, Carson is, and was approved both by the school board and by the TIF board.
I move the Lewistown City Commission appoint Carson Sweeney as the school district #1 representative on the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee.
Second?
Moved by Commissioner Roots, second by Commissioner Speaka. All right, guys, Commission, do we have any questions? I just want to confirm that this was, that Carson was confirmed by both the school boards before this. So,
In June, it says in his application, and these both are 4-year terms.
4-year terms,
You can see that in the resolution.
Any questions from the public?
Sweeney,
Carson Sweeney?
Kelsey,
Yes.
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
hey, I don't quit mine.
All right, motion is on the table. Can you please read that back to us, just so we?
So we are, making the motion to appoint Carson Sweeney as the school district #1 representative to the Lewistown Tax Increment Finance Advisory Committee. You ready?
Roll call vote.
Okay, Commissioner Bueller?
Mrs. Did you say Mr.?
So I think I said Commissioner
She
Bueller.
said
That's my dad.
I heard it.
Commissioner Bueller votes aye.
Okay. Commissioner Hewitt?
Aye.
Commissioner Roots?
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka?
Aye.
Commissioner Terry?
Aye.
We should hear them. All right, moving on to item number 4, discussion and action on approving the purchase of a police car for the Lewistown Police Department. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yes, so you may recall that the police department did budget for the replacement of one of their vehicles. And so they did solicit bids. In your packet, you'll see that solicitation. They received 3 quotes. 2 of them were from Duval Ford. One was for a 2026 F-150. One was for a 2024 F-150. That 2024, however, did not meet all the specs. And both of the bids that were received from Duval were after the deadline. And Bison Ford did submit for a 2025. And then we did not get a bid from the local Ford dealer.
Before a motion is put on the table, I just want to confirm, this is one of those where we want to put a spending amount up to, or is this something where the purchase and price may vary?
No, we should be able to lock in because it is
There's
actually
no, shipping.
delivered.
Okay, there's no shipping.
That's the kicker. No shipping,
It drives.
no tariffs.
Okay.
Now, when we go, now this doesn't include the upfitting.
Yep.
So when we do the upfitting, that's when we may have to say up to a certain amount.
Okay, so the purchase of this is a concrete number, whereas.
Correct.
And these are not yet upfitted like you're saying, so they will go back and get all of the things added.
Yes.
So we'll be bringing the upfitting bill to you.
Okay.
Once he gets.
So- On that though, don't we get the pickup and don't we have to send it off though, right? Like, doesn't it have to go to like Minneapolis or something? To get all
The company we use is out of Livingston.
Oh, okay. Minneapolis, where am I? Thank God.
Where
So, okay.
Did you have another question, Kellyanne?
No, I just wanted to make sure, I wanted to make sure that the upfitting wasn't in this, like Danny was saying.
And so, I mean,
Oh, sorry, I guess my question would be, what's the timeline then? Like, if,
So none of the 2026 models have a build date yet. Well, if we order them, Chief Janice was pretty confident that their supply chain is not like it was a few years ago and that we would see it in the spring. But we have to commit to, with an order before they give us a build date.
And this would be in the 26-27 budget, or the,
Hopefully
budget?
within the current year budget.
Current year.
Is the Bison Ford one available immediately?
No.
Okay, either.
So I would say that 2024 does not meet the specs. It also was outside of the timeline. And then you're very close with the other two. Again, the Duval Ford did not submit, by the end of October. And so, in my opinion, I believe that leaves Bison Ford.
I move that we, purchase a police car from Bison Ford for $50,863.72. This does not include the outfitting.
Motion on the table, second. Motion by Commissioner Hewitt, second by Commissioner Speaka. I have a question. Any questions from the commissioners? Yes, Commissioner.
In going with the Bison Ford, which is the higher bid, we can do that?
Correct.
And what do we, it's like $1,500 more.
Not even.
Yeah.
So Commissioners, Rubes, we have a purchasing policy.
Okay,
And Justin followed the purchasing policy. He, put together the specs, he sent them out to all of them.
sure.
They have a date. And Duval Ford, Dana Safety, did not meet that date.
Gotcha.
So even though they're the lower ones, they aren't necessarily the most responsible.
Okay.
And so we want to go with the most responsible, best suited for the city of Lewistown.
Prompt responsibility.
And the 2024 that they provided us doesn't even meet all the specs that he sent out, so that's another concern.
Is this already in the budget? It has been. Okay. Are there any more questions from the commission? Questions from the public?
The last one was big fault, correct?
Yep.
Oh, good.
In state.
All right, I would like that motion
You got it.
read.
Okay, so we are making a motion to purchase a patrol car from Bison Ford in the amount of $50,863.72. This does not include the upfit of the vehicle.
Roll call vote.
Okay. Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka,
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye, sorry, forgot to unmute. Aye.
Okay.
All right. Before we go on to item number 5, I didn't have any of these.
Yeah, we just realized, we sent it out, I sent it out in the online packet, I did not print them for these, so I apologize.
Okay, so I'm looking at the information that was sent out, and we can go over that. Good job. I knew when it was, on Friday, yes.
I didn't, did I see?
I saw it online.
I saw item number 5.
And so there hasn't been any updates to that. The fire department and myself have both reached out, and we didn't receive updated quotes from the other 2 vendors, which were, Universal Heating and All Weather Tech. And so because timing is of the essence on heating this time of year. We brought it back to you tonight, with it being just the same as you saw
Right.
a month ago.
So, do you wanna give them some amounts from
Yep.
that, please?
So the proposal we had,
Should
was.
I introduce this, or are we now introduced? Because I haven't read anything. We gotta talk, you guys don't know what we're talking about. We'll tell you what we're talking about. Item number 5, discussion and action on approving the purchases of furnaces for the bay at the fire department. City manager Holly Phelps.
Yes, so we did, solicit bids, a couple of different times for the 4 furnaces to be replaced in the fire department bays. And received 3 quotes from local vendors, those being Central Montana Propane, All Weather Tech, and Universal Heating and Cooling. The Central Montana Propane did give us a updated quote for a 250 BTU furnace, 4 of them, and 2 controllers, for a total cost of $20,810. All Weather Tech's quote was older, but also for 250,000 BTU furnaces, and their quote was $26,950. And Universal Heating had quoted us a larger units, so 300,000 BTUs, and we had asked them to revise their quote because it was quite old, but their quote at that time was $21,752.
Did you hear back from the other 2 that they confirmed that price and just didn't need to update their quote?
So All Weather Tech did not respond.
Okay.
And Universal Heating responded to both Jimmy and I that they would update that, but we have yet to receive it.
Okay. And just for clarification, we have a bid from March of 25, a bid from June from 25, and then a bid from October. So it is a pretty spread out.
And this was placed on the table, it was tabled at the November meeting.
Remember the October 20th meeting?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So if you do want to take action tonight, you would have to first pull it off the table.
Oh, how do you do that?
Make a motion to do it? Yes.
I know, Commissioner Robertson and myself were very much in favor of the 300,000 BTU heaters. Is that even a possibility at this time?
The fire chief has checked into it and he is confident that the 250 BTU was sufficient.
Okay.
Again, there is 4 of them in there.
Yeah, because at the time, there was only a $1,500 difference. Although the 300,000 BTU, of course, would burn more fuel. Okay.
Before motion, nope.
So we just need to have a motion to remove this item from the table, to put it back on the agenda so that we can vote. Do you know what the wording is on that? I can't remember.
I don't.
It's just a motion.
I move that we table
Take it off
take it off,
the table.
It's currently
take it off of the table
So that we can move forward.
so we can move forward and we will.
And then I need a second. We vote and then you can make an emotion.
Second?
So there has been a motion to untable.
Yep.
Because that's a word. The motion from Commissioner Hewitt, seconded by Commissioner Speaka.
We're just talking about wording over here.
I was gonna say, bless you. Could you read to us what
Yes,
you
so
were?
we are going to make a motion to bring back to the agenda the approval of purchasing the furnaces. We're gonna bring it off the table, onto the agenda to vote on the purchase of the furnaces for the bay at the fire department.
Perfect. Can
Okay.
we have a roll call vote on
Sure.
that part of it?
Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka,
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Thank you. Now you can make the motion to approve.
So that is now out and off the table.
I move we approve the purchase of the furnace for the fire department through, from Central Montana Propane for $20,810.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion moved by Commissioner Speaka, seconded by Commissioner Hewitt. Questions from the commission? Is the fire chief happy with the proposals that were sent in?
Yes.
Okay. They cover the concerns or the goal, the heating.
Yes, yes, and like we said, he likes to see us take action on it before it's to the cold of winter, because currently only 2 of the units work.
More questions from the commission? Questions from the public?
I'm in favor of that vote.
Thank you.
And this was budgeted as part of our capital.
That was
Mhm.
my question. Just to confirm, this is currently in our budget, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
I have
Can
a,
you please read the motion
Yep.
so we can confirm and then do a roll call vote?
I have a motion on the table to approve Central Montana Propane for the furnaces, for the purchase of furnaces for the bay at the fire department in the amount of $20,810. Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
There's 4 of these furnaces,
yes,
and that's 20,000 buys all
yes.
4. Aye.
Commissioner Speaka,
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Aye.
Okay.
Moving on to item 6, I didn't have anything.
There was.
These are just reappointments, so we did
Okay.
not include them.
Thank you. Item number 6, discussion and action on reappointing Tony Geis to the Historic Resource Commission for an additional 2-year term. City Manager Holly Phelps.
Yep, tonight we have 2 of our, Historic Resource Commission members, up for reappointment. Tony is a long-standing Historic Resource Commission member, brings a lot of institutional knowledge and has taken a very active role in our new projects, and is willing to serve another 2-year term, so.
I move we reappoint Tony Geis to the Historic Resources Commission for an additional 2-year term.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Speaka, seconded by Commissioner Rubes. Questions from the commission? Just to confirm, Tony Geis is excited to redo this again. Spectacular. Any questions from the public?
No.
All right,
I'm
Let's
sorry.
read it.
Who made the motion?
Speaka
Okay,
and Commissioner Rubes seconded.
thank you.
Welcome.
We're reappointing Tony Geis to the Historic Resources Commission for an additional 2-year term. Commissioner Bueller,
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt,
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes,
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka,
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
If you're speaking, Commissioner Terry, we can't hear you.
Oh, did you hear my eye?
Oh, now we did.
Now we
Oh, sorry. God, I don't know what. I'm just talking away. And then how many people serve on this board? Isn't there
It's a
all
7
together? 7?
It's-
That's what
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this year, there'll be 4 of them up. We will have 1 vacancy that I don't think one of them is going to want to be reappointed, so we will be looking for a member, so keep that in mind.
Well, Holly, you know I want to get on this board, so thanks for throwing that out there because this is my next venture when that opens up.
Oh, there you go.
All right, let's move on to item number 7, discussion and action on reappointing Megan Brandon to the Historic Resources Commission for an additional 2-year term. City Manager Holly Phillips.
Yep, so Megan Brennan is a local realtor, brings a lot of institutional knowledge, a lot of knowledge about what's happening in, the downtown and in the community. And she also has agreed to serve another 2-year term. And so, she's a wonderful addition. She's only in about this would be her 3rd term. So one of our newer members to the board, but a great addition.
Am I correct in thinking that this board has to have a realtor?
It is a desired criteria.
Okay. Yes.
I move that we reappoint Megan Brandon to the Historic Resource Commission for a 2-year term.
Second.
Oh my gosh, is it the same time? Moved by Commissioner Hewitt and seconded by Commissioner Speaka. Do we have any questions as a commission? Megan is also excited too.
She told me yes.
Spectacular. Any questions from the public? Okay. We'll read the motion and do a roll call vote.
We're going to reappoint Megan Brandon to the Historic Resources Commission for an additional 2-year term. Commissioner Bueller.
Aye.
Commissioner Hewitt.
Aye.
Commissioner Rubes.
Aye.
Commissioner Speaka.
Aye.
Commissioner Terry.
Hi.
Thank you.
All right, now we'll move on to citizens' requests. There being none, we'll move to commissioners' minutes. Commissioner Speaka, got a minute?
I do not think so.
Commissioner Rubes, do you have a minute?
I do. How did the leaf, program go? From what I could tell, I couldn't ever see anybody out picking up leaves.
So they did have some, mechanical issues and jury duty issues that put them back a little bit. But they did hit all of the areas of town. So unfortunately, people continue to push leaves out there even after the formal program. And so, it doesn't necessarily look like that, at least not in my neck of the woods. But they did complete the program. So they'll do it as time allows, weather permitting. They can still get the sweeper out there and continue sweeping and keeping things nice. With us not taking leaves at the wastewater plant, there definitely was more. And I think people don't know what to do with their leaves. And it's all about the timing. Certain neighborhoods, of course, I mean, we try and figure it out before the snow flies, but let as many leaves fall as possible. So it's really hard to hit all the neighborhoods where the majority of the leaves have fallen.
Minute. Commissioner Hewitt.
Do I have none, thanks?
No minute. Commissioner Terry.
I just have a question, and I've been meaning to ask this for quite a while, but so y'all know that my husband is a fencing contractor and does a lot of fencing in town. And so with this whole thing where the fiber was cut and having the issues and stuff, when he does a call before you dig, everybody's alerted or whatever, and then he's sent like when they mark it. But the city of Lewistown does not respond to call before you digs. So I was just wondering, I mean, is it because we're understaffed? But he never gets anything from Public Works or the city of Lewistown. And when he gets the notification back, it says, City of Lewistown does not respond.
So we pay for that service, we only mark the main lines, and curb stops. Like service lines are private ownership, so we don't mark like, the gas services, mark it all the way to your gas meter. Electrical typically doesn't, but the gas company will come and mark all the way in. And so the city's
Yeah,
responsible.
Northwestern Energy always does the calls. And I don't know if that's something, I mean, I don't know how many people use that service in the city limits, but just with that whole thing where the fiber was cut outside of town and basically shut everybody down, just wondering if there's any sort of situation where the city of Lewistown would want to do the calls before you dig, or at least.
We do the calls, we pay, so it's not free to us providers, we actually pay to receive those tickets. They just don't necessarily mark private property like that for fences.
Okay.
The mains are not in private property, they're in the middle of the street.
So the city only marks mains in the middle of the street.
Main lines.
Yep, and you wouldn't mark any kind of water,
Service line.
sewage coming in onto the private property.
Correct. That's all under the homeowner's responsibility for those services.
But you're not 811.
No. So we subscribe to 811 and they are our call clearinghouse. And so it's a service we provide, it's probably in your claim set as utility locate, it's UULC, it's the initials. And on an average month, we're doing about 80 locates a month that we receive tickets for. So they get that all the
Yes, on
time.
page 13, 58093, utility underground location, we paid $145.25 for 83 locates in October.
So that is the service we provide.
Again, that's only locating the mains in the middle of the street.
So we locate everything that's within our responsibility. So for water and sewer, that is the main lines and like main line valves, curb stops, those sort of things.
See, our sewer runs down the alley, and so that got marked also. Anybody that has sewage or issues is gonna use 811.
It's the law, right?
Yeah.
All that.
But only in the public right of way, so the individual needs to know their private property.
Well, but they,
They're
How
responsible
does
for
an
those main
individual
lines.
find that out?
It's all disclosed, when you call in a locate, it's all disclosed.
when they're done, in my alley, they made a line, I mean, you can't miss it, you know it's going from there about 10 feet to where the gas line goes into the house. So,
Okay. Wondering.
Yeah, I was just bringing it up because of the outage that we had, but I know that in all the years that he's been doing this, Northwestern Energy comes out, Mid Rivers comes out, but the city of Lewistown never marks. But I guess maybe he's never been across a main or something.
He shouldn't be fencing across the main. So that's probably, yeah, it's something, we have, the water department does all the locates, so we even have 24-hour coverage. If there's emergencies, they have to respond to those. And often a lot of them come in as soon as possible. So it could be on the weekend, it could be at night, things like that. And if you want a locate that has more detail, you can pay that company, the UULC, to actually hook onto it and locate. But that is not a free service.
Not free. Okay. Good to know. Are you good, Commissioner Terry?
Yeah, I was just curious kind of how the process worked.
We all were. That's a good question.
Good educational opportunity.
I have no minutes. And so, I adjourn this meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.